We made it harder, so now there's more business.
No, we made it easier. There's more coming across.
But still, we made it harder. It's not easier.
So we made it harder, but there's more coming across?
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with the still find a way, because yes, that's true, but like, would you make that same argument with the front door on your home?
No.
Do you have a front door?
Oh, yeah.
Why? People could just get through if they wanted to. What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. With the border crisis out of control, are people in favor of finishing Trump's wall, or have they doubled down on their hatred of walls? Today we're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people. Huge shout out to Ruthless Americans for sponsoring this video. With everything going on at the southern border, are you in favor of finishing Trump's wall?
No.
No.
No. No. No.
I second that emotion.
Tear it down, please.
Yeah.
Tear it down?
Tear it down.
No, I feel like it's a waste of money.
Yes or no?
If he has anything to do with it, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's separate Trump.
No, I can't.
Yes.
Yes. What about you, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm in favor of protecting the border.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a wall or not, but something, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we got a disagreement here. I'm gonna start with you, ladies first. Why no? This isn't a first date, is it?
No,
37 years marriage.
because what's a wall gonna do?
What's a wall gonna do? Would it help prevent people just
No.
walking across?
No, well, it's not that. I mean, good grief, no, it's not gonna do anything.
I understand that we don't want everybody to come into the country, but I don't think a wall is the best way to do that. It creates a division, literally.
Okay.
I don't think putting the money into that is going to stop people from coming over. And I think all it does is prove more of a divide instead of trying to unite people.
Well, this is America. I think it belongs to everybody. I think everyone should have a chance, to come and live.
Yeah, we're a land of immigrants. That's where we all came from somewhere different.
What do you think?
I agree.
It's not our problem.
The American border's not our problem?
Building a wall has nothing to do with it.
With what? Sorry, I'm
With
not.
people with illegal immigration, building a wall does nothing.
And then why do you say yes?
So we're from England. We came here in the US 37 years ago through the correct system, through legal, through immigration, and I think having no borders, it's just not right. So we need to curb some of the stuff that's going on across the border.
It has to be done. I mean, it's out of control.
Do you actually think a wall's gonna do it?
Do you think it would assist Border Patrol in their job of protecting the border? You don't think so?
No.
It's a melting pot. That's America.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. But the wall keeps out situations that we don't want coming in without knowing who is coming in.
Right.
Or what their meaning is for coming in.
We're talking to some people today that are saying absolutely no wall. Tear it down, in fact. What's going on there? Why are they saying that?
You'll have to ask them. People have many varying opinions on that. I think a lot of people, they just hear the word Trump, they're adverse to it. If it was, I don't know, Biden's wall, maybe it'd be different.
That's interesting, because the name Trump can get them to basically reject the idea of border security. Is that shocking to you?
It's illogical.
If you want to enforce the border, there's all kinds of things you could do. You could use drones. You could do all kinds of things. You could increase the personnel. If you get drones in the sky everywhere and you see somebody sneaking across the border, you call up a guy in a four-wheel drive and he goes and he takes care of the problem.
Right. So
Putting a wall isn't going to solve the problem.
I don't think the wall works in keeping people out. You can still go over, under, around, right?
We've had a lot of commissioners for the Border Patrol basically bring up how it's something similar to what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's technology,
Yeah.
it's more agents, and
That's
it's
right.
also a wall. Why do you think they say that?
It has nothing to do with the wall.
All right, you guys, let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, the people that made this video possible, Ruthless Americans. Ruthless Americans is a blue-collar clothing brand for the hardworking American that isn't afraid to show their love of our country. And that's why I'm proud to partner with them. Their clothing is incredibly comfortable, durable, and the perfect Christmas gift this year. You guys, I'm wearing their Save Our Children collection. 10% of sales from their Save Our Children collection is donated to their partners over at Operation Underground Railroad to fight child trafficking. But I also want to show you guys some of their other collections. This is their 1776 collection. You guys have seen me wear this in multiple videos. Fantastic shirt. Their American Pride collection, another favorite of mine. This is their brand new Just Pray collection. Fantastic design. I know a lot of you guys are picking this one up. These are just a few of the great designs available at Ruthless Americans. Each one of these collections include hoodies, long and short sleeve tees, hats, tank tops, and more. And of course, with Christmas coming up, they have their Merry Christmas line with ornaments, t-shirts, hoodies, so make sure to check that out. Ruthless Americans is a small patriotic business located in Southern California. You guys, I've spoken with the owner multiple times. He's a fantastic guy that loves our country. This is a business I'm really proud to support. Go support them by picking up a few hoodies, a few hats, a few t-shirts. I promise you'll love them. Visit ruthlessamericans.com or hit that link down in the description below and use offer code KLUG15 for 15% off your order. Again, you guys, that is ruthlessamericans.com. Offer code KLUG15. Take advantage of this deal. Let's get back into this video.
I mean, there's a lot of the things I think we need to spend our money on right now, and that's not finishing a wall.
When it comes to the money being spent on a wall, you have over 250,000 people coming into the country every single month.
Yeah.
You have issues when it comes to healthcare, schooling. I mean, the city that we're in right now has 22,000 people. That's over 10 of these cities per month coming to the United States. The wall was estimated about like $12 billion. In California alone, we spend about $31 billion a year on illegal immigrants. So
Correct.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you think accommodating that many people would cost more than a wall, or no?
That's a good question. At this rate, it's probably going to exceed what the wall would cost, so that is a good point.
How do you think they're doing right now when it comes to the southern border? What do you think's going on? How do you think they're doing?
I personally have a problem with it. I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
The reason I'm asking that question is just because we just set records this fiscal year for most illegal crossings at the southern border, as well as most arrests
Well,
from.
it's not surprising. I mean, if you increase enforcement, you're going to increase arrests. I mean, there's a lot of really unhappy people that want to get into this country, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying to.
You're saying
I'm
Biden
not
has
saying we should-
increased enforcement?
It's not Biden. It has nothing to do with Biden.
America's increased enforcement?
I don't know. I haven't noticed that, but I mean, if you do, you're.
That's
gonna
what you
catch-
said. That's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
if you're going to do, you're going to catch more people.
Okay.
And we play into that situation by creating these walls, because who's bringing the people across or under or around the wall? The cartels, right?
Wait. So you're saying because there's walls, we're creating the issue?
We're creating business for them.
When it comes to not catching more people, that also broke a record. 600,000 we've been averaging yearly of gotaways from Border Patrol because they're dealing with too many people at the southern border.
It's a huge problem.
So we're also breaking records for people getting away from Border Patrol. Is that potentially problematic to you or no?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it is. I look at crime statistics and see how many crimes are committed by people who are determined to be illegal immigrants.
Cartels make more money when there's more people coming across the southern border, which is what we have right now.
Cartels make more money if it's difficult to come across, because then they can ask for a lot of money to traffic people around.
No, not necessarily the case.
If there was no border patrol and everybody could cross randomly, there would not be business for the
People just walk across the southern border right now, though.
Right.
I
so
don't think so.
if people walk across,
You don't think so?
then
I
they're
don't
not
know,
paying the
but
cartel, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you know how many people are coming across the southern border every single month?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
Can you guys guess?
But they're going to.
Do you want to guess?
They're going to continue coming until the living situation in their country is good enough for them to actually want to
Live
stay.
there.
I don't know what the percentage of crime committed by illegal aliens is. I mean,
Isn't that crime that shouldn't be in the country in the first place?
well, crime is just caused by desperate people. You know, and there's also I also believe
When it comes to 600,000 gotaways from the Border Patrol, we can't vet who those people are or anything like that. Do you think that that's problematic?
You don't know anything about it. You don't know who they are. You don't know whether they're criminals. You don't know whether they're just people trying to find a better life. I don't know.
So if we don't know anything about it, we shouldn't crack down on it? What do you think?
Well, we should find out.
Isn't that
we
maybe
should
a reason to figure out who it
We
is?
should find out more the people that are sneaking in here, why they are. You know.
Their standard of living is substandard.
So we have to fix these other countries.
It's too big of a difference. We can't live in luxury here, and they are extremely poor
Across
there.
the border,
It
they'll
has
keep
to
coming.
has to level
They
out.
will-
So you think once that happens, the cartels, they'll stop doing their thing at the southern border?
Of course.
If they're just good people and just want to come here for a better life, they go to get caught by Border Patrol. The 600,000 are deliberately avoiding Border Patrol capture.
Yeah, the whole rule system regarding punishing people who are illegal immigrants and what you do about it doesn't work.
In my opinion, legalize some drugs, tax it, have control over it.
Yeah.
You know, they're never going to put them out of business.
No. If you legalize the drugs, are they going to move on to humans? Because that's actually what they've been doing.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to the cartel.
It's the same thing with drugs. If they're illegal, there's people selling drugs, and there's drug lords that make a lot of money.
Human
off
trafficking
drugs.
is illegal. They do the same thing with humans.
So it's if there is no need to come to the United States because living standards in the Southern America countries is good enough, then there's no business for the drug cartels or the cartels.
You think they'll just get out of their criminal activity and go just pick up a desk job somewhere?
Well, I don't know what they do.
So with more people coming across, the easier it is to get across, the less money cartels are making. Is that the logic there? Because that's actually not true. Cartels right now are making the most money they've ever made.
The only people.
What is your
that pay
basis
them-
for saying that?
Well, it is just common sense, right? Who pays them? The
But
people
facts,
that want
but
to
the facts
get
don't
across.
agree with what you're saying there. I mean, the cartels have made more money
You can
in the last few years than they have the last 10, right? They're making so much money right now.
Yeah, because we made it harder, so now there's more business.
No,
for
we
them.
made it easier. There's more coming across.
But still, we made it harder. It's not easier.
So we made it harder, but there's more coming across?
Yeah.
Do you think like the Coachella Festival would be as successful without a fence surrounding the perimeter of the concert?
Oh, I don't know how that works. It's kind of a crazy event.
Do you think if they got rid of their fencing, the concert would be as successful?
It'd be kind of scary because there would be kind of a lack of security, and people that were there would be afraid of, bad people coming in and
Interesting
ripping
concept.
off their stuff. Yeah.
When it comes to people that are saying no border wall, it wouldn't do anything. What are your guys' thoughts about that response?
Lock on my door isn't useless. The gate at my house isn't useless.
It's not uncommon for people to say that to
People
me.
will agree that Israel needs to wall up their country against other countries, but they're against walling it up here, so I don't understand that.
I mean, everybody has to have some kind of protection from outward sources and stuff.
I think it's perception. I think people think that you have to be against immigration to do those things, and that's not true. I mean, you could be for immigration, legal immigration. My parents were immigrants, so I don't see an issue with it.
Right.
As long as you come legitimately. I think though everybody's
Conflating
tying
the two.
Yeah, I think they're tying the two together, which doesn't make any sense, right? Things are more complicated than they always are, right? It's not so easy to say, oh, if you put up a wall, I'm against immigration. That's not true.
I'm talking to some people that are saying it's the same thing as having a front door or car door with your lock on your car. I seem to kind of agree with that. It's not the end-all be-all. It doesn't stop all crime, but it's kind of that barrier. Isn't no wall at all, and even arguing to tear it down, similar to like removing the door from your
Which other country
door
has
hinges?
a wall between their country and the other country?
Israel?
Right.
Well,
you want to live in
yeah.
Israel?
If Israel had no wall, how do you think that would work out for them?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that's
I
another.
don't think
That's
the
a whole
wall-
other.
The wall's not solving the
situation,
issue.
yeah.
They still have a lot of fighting there.
Is it solving some of the issue? I mean, illegal crossings, I think, reduced by like 99% when they erected their wall.
I'm not impressed by that because look
The
at Israel now.
99% reduction. Are you in favor of finishing Trump's wall? Is today's question. What do you think?
No, absolutely not.
No.
No, I'm really not. I don't think we should spend funds that way. I think there's probably better ways.
No, it's not feasible to build a wall.
Are you in favor of Israel having a wall?
I can't comment.
On that one?
Oh, no, I'm not.
You're from Israel.
Yeah.
Are you in favor of Israel having a wall?
If the wall stops anybody from coming in, then yeah, sure. That's the point of a wall. It failed the test right now. If they make one that does, then why not?
To keep the Palestinians where they are.
That's just one section. They also share a border with Egypt, Lebanon, Syria.
No, I don't believe in walls. Well, you know what? I'm just in favor of everyone living peaceful together.
Not in favor of anyone having a wall.
Nobody. Do you think that could go wrong for Israel or the United States?
It's complicated.
Again, you think that Israel shouldn't have a wall? Back to you.
Well, I think that it should be open as well. I mean, but I think, crime and and the type of criminals that go in and out of each country. I mean, I think they have something in each country to assist with that.
Do you think it would have a negative impact on Israel if they didn't have a wall? What do you think?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Why is that?
Because everybody over there is human. Like, you build a wall and you're segregating people and you're making people upset.
Is that how it is? I mean, what about like terrorists just walking across casually? What do you think about that?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous, do you think?
Well, can a terrorist walk across the street right now and kill us?
Right now?
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, probably.
What's the difference?
So did it do any good?
Has the wall done any good for people just walking across the border?
Has the wall in Israel improved their relations with the Palestinians?
I don't think the wall would be solely responsible for fixing their issues.
It didn't improve the relations with the Palestinians, right? So until they
Am I supposed to defend that the wall would fix their relations with the Palestinians?
But until they fix the relations with the Palestinians, they'll always have war.
Do you think that that could be a bad idea for Israel if they have open borders with terrorist organizations around the country, such as Hamas?
With what's happened in the past, yes. I think it would be a bad situation.
What do you wanted to weigh in? Go for it.
I'd like to rephrase that question that you just asked. I think it's more of the question of, you think it would be dangerous for Palestinians with Israeli defense forces putting airstrikes on Gaza and West Bank. I think that's way more of a responsible way of putting it. And I think
So you think maybe support the wall to prevent Israel from bombing in Gaza?
I don't think there should be a wall.
They're a terrorist organization.
Who?
Hamas.
Hamas.
Of course.
So Israel shouldn't have a wall to shield themselves from a terrorist organization?
Yeah, but you can't just. That's not gonna stop them. A wall isn't gonna stop them. Didn't they fly over on those?
What, like planes? Oh, you're talking about the paragliders.
Yeah. I mean, if a terrorist wants to do something evil, they're gonna do it.
Well, why did they have to use the paragliders?
Because they couldn't get through the border check.
Well, okay, so it did something. So they could have just easily walked through, I guess. Well, you would probably be along the lines of, yes, you're in favor of Israel having a wall?
Yes. Even if it's a virtual wall, territories, I think, are important.
When it comes to the border wall, the reason I'm bringing that up, actually, is because FBI Director Christopher Wray, he's bringing up how there's increased terror threats because of this conflict going on towards the United States. That's probably a bit unsurprising, but it's been skyrocketing when it comes to terrorist organizations calling for attacks on U.S. soil. We also have an uptick in terrorists crossing the southern border when it comes to setting a record, actually, this fiscal year. 169 were arrested that were on the FBI terror watch list, more than the last 6 years combined. Do you think that with that uptick, that's problematic when it comes to the current border crisis going on? Is that problematic there?
Yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah. At some level, there's always going to be scarce resources. And if you think about the greatest threats to America, they're not coming at the southern border. That's mostly culture war bullshit that's primarily instigated by the far right. Building a wall is nothing but symbolic political fodder.
Is that true, though? It's just symbolism when it comes to what the Border Patrol agents need down there?
No, well, a wall isn't going to solve. Sure, I think more security at the southern border is useful. Better policy. We've
had Border Patrol commissioners that have said a wall with, you can't just do a wall alone, right? So people just dig under it or something. A wall with more agents and more technology would greatly help agents do their job. You just don't think so?
I think it's mostly symbolic.
I don't know. Thanks, guys.
If they're saying it would work and help them do their job, would you listen to them, or do you still think that no wall would be beneficial for the United States?
Listen to them because they know far better than I do, obviously.
I mean, I'd agree with it if they think it's a better idea. I mean, they're there all the time. You know, I assume they're more educated on the topic.
I think you got to take away the rewards, and then people don't want to come here as much.
There's a lot of rewards. I think that's a good point that you're making there. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with the still find a way, because yes, that's true, but like it's like that's like, would you make that same argument with the front door on your home?
No, but I
Like,
mean,
do you lock your front door?
sometimes I don't. Where we live.
Do you have a front door?
Oh yeah.
Why? People could just get through if they wanted to.
There's no better way to keep illegal immigrants from coming into this country than a wall.
You can't have a state without borders. I've been watching it since the 80s. I mean, I've actually watched in 1982, 3 hundreds of people just walk across the border with impunity, just walk across and then disappear.
It's protecting your country from people that shouldn't be here, and there's nothing wrong with legal immigration. There's a difference between legal immigration and illegal immigration, and I think we have to have a process and a system for that.
With regards to the cartels over in Mexico, they are trafficking kids over the border. They are making over $5 million a week. So they're given wristbands to be able to get onto the other side. That wristband determines whether they are how much they have to pay, how much their families have to pay on the other side in case they don't bring that money back. So on that part, many are being raped. Many of them are being killed just getting over the border. Now, assuming that that's not an issue, then you also have the problem of the fentanyl crisis getting on the other side.
The border crossing, it's all the Venezuelans, a lot of them, I think.
For sure, a
And
lot.
my
of
mom's Venezuelan, and I'm sure it's really hard to grow up in Venezuela right now with all
No
the
doubt.
corruption, and I definitely have empathy, but like, yeah, I mean, we need to tighten up here, and you know, the world's looking like it's going to fall apart, World War III anytime, so I mean, we just need to get our together, like, worry about us.
I mean, if they think they can come over and get food and support and be on unemployment,
Which they can.
why wouldn't they come?
So you would be in favor of maybe
You're going to find refugee, and you know, I just think at some point, the United States has always been, hey, come on over, we accept everyone, and you know, we all wouldn't be here if they didn't do that. But at some point, when you're overpopulated, overcrowded, and you can't take care of the people who are actually born in this country, that's a problem.
we didn't have the safety nets that we have today either, the social programs. Anyways, you did so great. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your very interesting perspective. All right, everyone, that is it for today. So we had a lot of people doubling down on their hatred of walls, and I even brought up Israel as an extreme example, and they still said no. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, make sure to subscribe for more videos, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next to my post, and I'll catch you all in the next video. You guys, what do you think? Okay. Thank you guys.